folks, welcome to another Friday fishing forecast, and it looks like this weekend is going to be a beautiful weekend. It looks like we're going to have a little bit of wind, not horrible, 1.5 to 2 footers offshore. So if you have a bigger boat, you'll be able to get offshore. As you saw in our last video, the mangrove snapper bite was absolutely insane. We also talked about how to anchor your boat. We were on anchor that day, how to get your heading, where to drop your anchor and get set up. I appreciate the comments on the video of people really enjoyed that. So we're just trying to help you guys become better fishermen, because anytime I do something that's relatively new or I learn something, I want to give it back to you guys. Chad and I just recently, as of yesterday, went down to the Fort Lauderdale Boat Show. We had a couple of meetings with some potential companies that we want to do business with. One of them was Yamaha, which we are definitely on the new cat boat that we're going to have built. We will have Yamahas on them. We met with Furuno, which I'm really excited about their product. I love my hummingbirds. There's nothing wrong with my hummingbirds, but we talked with Furuno at length and very excited what they have to offer. And the closer we get to finalizing the deal, the more I'll talk about what I really like about Furuno and what I'm seeing, what they're doing, and what they're pushing to go forward with. We also met with Drew from Boat Eye 360. Drew has been absolutely killing it with the night vision cameras. Congratulations, Drew, on that. So a lot of stuff going on, but like I said, this weekend looks really, really good for the weather. Little bit breezy, but not horrible. It's definitely doable in the bay. It's doable offshore if you got a decent sized boat. I think the bite's going to be really, really good this weekend. You also want to take into consideration on Sunday the time changes, so the clocks go back. I was running the reports for the tides and salooners, and I was like, why are they off on? Why are they an hour earlier on Sunday than they are on Saturday? And then it hit me. I'm like, oh yeah, the time change. So remember to change your clocks back on Sunday or Saturday night. We have a lot of stuff to go through. I haven't heard too many reports of what's going on lately. Like I said, the last weekend, the mangrove snapper bite in 65 feet of water was unbelievable. We caught one hogfish, but I think the hogfish have kind of moved in a little bit, to be honest with you. So if you're looking for hogfish, I would start in probably the 45-foot range and move out. From what I'm hearing, the redfish bite is still pretty good. Seeing a lot of different reports on that. The water quality is starting to get better. When we went out, we didn't see any red tide south of the pipeline. I know that there's still some reports of red tide out there. I haven't heard any reports lately of people actually seeing things, but most of the fish that they saw last week and last weekend were primarily dead fish that have been dead for a while. Now, I know down in the Venice area, Sarasota area, things like that, they are getting hit with red tide inland. So let's keep our fingers crossed that this water stays pretty decent. The water clarity is clearing up, especially in the river. We are seeing some fish. We are seeing some fish activity in front of the office. So a lot of stuff going on. The water temperature is going to drop, and then we're going to have some cool fronts coming in, I think, next week. So it'll drop that water temperature a little bit more. So like I said, a lot of stuff going on. We currently have shrimp here at the office. We have frozen bait. I still haven't brought in pinfish or whitebait because they're just not doing well with the way the water is. No salinity whatsoever. So I just don't want to waste my time going out and catching that. But we definitely do have shrimp. We'll be open at 5:30 this weekend every morning. Well, every morning we're open at 5:30, but let's go ahead and get into the tides and salooners for this weekend and what we have in store. For Saturday, we have a low tide at 8:40 a.m. at a 0.0 foot, and we have a high tide at 3:32 p.m. at a 1.7 foot, and we have a low tide at 6:59 p.m. at a 1.5 foot. On Sunday, we have a low tide at a 0.0 foot at 8:19 a.m. Then we have a high tide at 3:19 p.m. at a 1.6, and then we have a low tide at a 1.5 foot at 6 p.m. For the salooners, we have a minor feeding time from 8:12 a.m. to 9:12 a.m. And then we have a major feeding time from 1:01 p.m. to 3:01 p.m. And then on Sunday, we have a minor feeding time from 8:10 a.m. to 9:10 a.m. Then we have a major feeding time from 12:51 p.m. to 2:51 p.m. So as you can see, the tide change, or the time changes from Saturday to Sunday. You can see how it's the hour. So it just adjusts for that. Just know that that's coming. Again, thank you to everybody that bought on our post-hurricane sale. It just finished up yesterday. We'd sent out another email, so that finished up. We are going to do a Black Friday sale, maybe a Black Friday weekend, maybe a Black Friday week. Haven't decided yet, but we have plenty of jigs in stock. We have plenty of lead in stock. So if you guys need that kind of stuff, let us know. Order on the website, or you can come here and buy from here. If you get a chance to get out this weekend, I highly recommend it. I know that there's still a lot of boat ramps that are closed. I know Maximo is open, but the docks are not being able to be used. Fort DeSoto is still closed. Simmons Park is still closed. Cockroach is open. All the smaller ramps around here, Common Good is open. Domino is open. I want to say Pinellas Point is open. So there's some ramps that are closed and some ramps that are open. I think Kingfish Ramp is still closed. If not, somebody please correct me on that. It's kind of hard to go in and find what's open and what's closed. So I would go to the local websites and see if they have it listed, because some of them don't. They don't have it listed that the ramps are closed. But anyway, so if you can get out, it's going to be a beautiful weekend. Definitely want to do some fishing, just kind of get your mind off of things for a little bit. I know a lot of people are going through a lot of stuff. But anyway, again, thank you so much for the support. Thank you for watching. We really appreciate it. Thank you for the comments. Fish more, catch more, and we'll see you on the flip side.